Oh, what's up everybody? It's your boy Noah back again with another video. And in this video, I wanted to talk about the 3 things that you can do in order to manifest quicker than ever. And yeah, and pretty much get rich, to be honest. It all starts with a mindset. But yeah, I kind of had this idea of what can I share, you know what I mean, in terms of me, the 3 things that have, made me manifest everything pretty much in my life so far. And what I'm still currently manifesting. So I thought these 3 tips would be really helpful for you guys in order to manifest what you want, and they've helped me out a lot as well. So starting off with number 1, it's going to be, you have to have a drive. You have to know where you want to go, and this can be really important in terms of manifesting what you want, because if you don't really have direction, then the universe won't really know where to take you. And this has been really key for me in order to manifest what I want, because everything that I have manifested, it's been through a vision. I've set out what I wanted to do, and I've put in the work to do that. And yeah, vision, you have to have a vision, and you must have a drive. You have to be willing to put in the work, and when people, a lot of times people will say, oh, you have to work really hard, you know what I mean? And they start to get nervous and stuff like that. But in reality, hard work, if you're working towards your goal, hard work doesn't feel like hard work. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's fun because you're working towards a goal that you want to get to, so you don't really, at least for me, I don't really view it as hard work. And that's another thing, when you think of it as hard work, then but you're not enjoying it, then it's probably not something that you want to do, and it's probably something that you don't want to do long term, and you're probably just doing it for money. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest key in order to manifesting, I feel is or one of them is don't focus on the money. You have to do it because you love it yourself. If you can see yourself doing this for your lifetime, and it's something that you think you can make money off of, go ahead and just try it out. Go do it. If you don't like it, you can always change it. That's the beauty with life. You always have options. And so yeah, I feel it's important to have a drive and to just know where you want to go, because then it makes it a lot easier for the universe to guide you and to help you through your path. So that's going to be number 1. Number 2 is eating healthy. Yes, I know a lot of you are probably what? I didn't know this was a key. It is a key. And let me tell you why. I used to, growing up as a kid, I didn't really have the best diet. I never really watched what I ate. And, when you're younger, especially when you're under 18, then your body just digests everything, and you have a super high metabolism. At least that's how it was for me. I know it's not the case for a lot of people, but for me, I could eat anything, and it just wouldn't do anything to my body. But as I'm starting to get older and stuff, the certain foods that I eat, I have to watch what I eat, because sometimes it makes me feel a certain way, and it wasn't always like that. As I said, when I was a kid, I didn't really what's it called? I didn't I just didn't feel it if it was something that was bad for me. But yeah, the younger that you start out with doing this, then the easier it will be to maintain throughout your whole life, and I'm not saying that you can never eat, anything bad in your life before, again, but I'm just saying, eating as healthy as you can is going to really help you out. And something that I've noticed too is when I eat healthy, the more and more I eat healthy, the less the less I want to eat junk food, you know, because I know how junk food like makes me feel a lot of the times, and it's just it makes me unattracted like to it, you know. It makes me not want to go and eat that type of food. So that's like a big key as well, you know. A lot of people say health is wealth, you know. There's a reason why junk food is called junk food, you know. Your body doesn't really need it. So I would say that's very important, because, you know, if you're eating healthy, your body's gonna have, you know, it's gonna maintain fuel and the energy that you need to, in order to work towards your goal and work towards what you want to manifest. And so this in turn will, you know, it'll boost your energy, and it'll make you feel a lot of the times better. Not a lot of the times, but it'll make you feel a lot better than if you were to eat junk food. So yeah, that's gonna be number 2. Number 3 is, this one's probably the most important thing. Yeah, it's gonna be your attitude. Sorry, I kind of have like a notebook here that I'm like looking at, but it's gonna be your attitude. This is gonna be your mindset as well. You know, you have to have a positive mindset and a positive attitude, and this is with everything that you do. You know, I feel like it's important to what you're feeding your body. You know, you can also feed your mind as well. You know, and what do I mean by feed your mind? You know, what are you looking at on a day-to-day basis? Like on your phone, you know, us as human beings, we have adapted to this type of lifestyle with our phones. And so a lot of us are constantly on our phones, including me, you know, on a day-to-day basis. And so it's highly important to, you know, to feed your mind. It's important that you're not feeding your mind something that is, you know, going to be negative or going to make you feel a certain way about yourself. You know, in my case, you know, I was never really a news watcher. Like, I never really watched the news, but when I would watch the news, it would make me feel like, you know, like fear a lot of the times, and it would just make me upset, you know. And that's not really, you know, it's not beneficial if you're wanting to work towards your goals, because you're always going to be focused on, you know, who's dying and this and that, you know. And, you know, yes, everyone, like, there's a lot of people who are dying on a day-to-day basis, but there's not really a lot we can do about that, you know, unfortunately. It's sad, yes, but, like, you know, the best we can do is to, you know, focus on ourselves and to just stay happy and keep a positive mind frame. So yeah, you know, with the news, I'm also talking about social media. You know, there's a lot of negative and like toxicity within social media, so you just have to be careful of what you're viewing and what you're not viewing. You know, I could give a few names, but I don't want to be specific, you know, just in case anybody watches those people. But yeah, just make sure that it's not, you know, your soul is going to know if you're watching something negative or not, based on how you feel. You know, that's why it's important to pay attention to how you feel. Because if you're feeling good and you're feeling right, you know, then you know it's something that's like really positive, you know. Like I'll tell you a couple of like people who I watch who like really inspire me on a day-to-day basis. Number 1 is Ralph Smart, aka Infinite Waters. His attitude is, you know, he's very happy all the time, and that's, you know, that's the person who I am, which is why I enjoy watching his videos, because it always keeps me in a good mood, and it's always, you know, it always puts a smile on my face. I also really like watching Aaron Doughty. He's another person who's just, you know, he's just very positive, and you can tell that their intentions are both very pure, and you know, yeah, these type of people, these are the type of people who inspire me. You know, Jason Mraz is also very big. He's you know, my favorite musical artist ever. I just really enjoy his positive message that he puts in his songs, and I think it's important, you know, besides who you're like looking at on social media, it's also important the type of music that you're listening to. You know, are you listening to, you know, music that's going to put you in a lower vibration, meaning, you know, you're going to like be feeling upset? Like, do you, because I feel like a lot of the times we like that feeling of being upset and like listening to sad music. You know, I was in that place too. Like I enjoyed, you know, when I broke up with my my girlfriend, I was like kind of upset because of like what I'd lost, and I loved like listening to like sad music because it'd put me back in that state. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really a sad person, and it was, you know, it was toxic for me. It wasn't like good. So it's important to, you know, not listen to really sad music that's going to put you down, and to not listen to like really negative music, you know. Jason Mraz is someone who I absolutely love. You know, his message is always positive. And I'm not telling you that you have to listen to him, although you should. Like, he's really good. But yeah, just, you know, just make sure that the music that you listen to is pretty pure, you know, and it's something that's going to make you feel good and in a good mood. You know, that's what it really comes down to. Yeah, and just make sure that you maintain a positive attitude. You know, it's I feel like it's easy in today's society to be upset with everything that's going on right now, and just, you know, it's easier to find things to be negative about than to be positive. You know, that's something that I've noticed. But in this world, you know, we're love. You know, humans are love. That's just, you know, who we're made of. That's just who we are. We're light beings, you know, and which is why it's important to, you know, keep a positive attitude. And I know it's hard. It can be hard at times, you know, in terms of like, you know, your work or like, you know, family situations and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, there's always something to look forward to, and there's always something to, you know, to stay positive about and to be happy about. You know, you can always be grateful for having a roof over your head, you know, because there are a lot of people who don't have one. And it's also important to, you know, if you're watching this video, you know, a lot of people don't even have access to stuff like this. So, yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or just anything you want to like any suggestions you have for any future videos, be sure to leave that in the description box below. And I'll be sure to get back to you. I reply to every single comment, so just comment. You can say hi, you can say whatever. But I'd really like you guys to communicate with me, because I would like your guys' input on any future topics that you'd like me to talk about, or anything like that. So yeah, I love you guys. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That's going to be linked in the description below as well. And I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. And peace.